That is wild behavior. This can't be real. Is this his actual account? It's Daniel Mack, never heard of this guy. What do you do for, oh, he's the guy that interviews these guys, which means I can't trust anything they say. And looking at his profile, anybody who's like into this, like your dream is to drive a brightly colored sports car by the time you're 22, you need better dreams, okay? I don't know how your parents raised you, but it wasn't right.
All right, guys. This is going to be a somewhat of a unique kind of video. Hopefully I could probably do more of these, but George Kamel reacts to financial influencers claiming that they could turn their kids into millionaires. And this gets interesting fast. From investing strategies to parenting money habits, George Kamel breaks down what's smart, what is complete nonsense, and what actually builds wealth. Subscribe for more financial chaos and truths. Let's jump in.
I recently discovered that finance bros love making TikToks about everything they're doing to turn their kids into millionaires. And most of their strategies are just a wolf in Patagonia vest clothing. So today I'll be reacting to the best of said TikToks, or maybe the worst, and give you wealth advice for your kids without a vested interest. I'll be here all week. And so will Delete Me, our channel sponsor. Let's get into it.
How my 13-year-old is going to become a millionaire. Number one.
I'm going to be an entrepreneur and own my own business.
Number two.
I'm going to build multi-family properties like my parents.
Number three.
I'm going to own a lot of rental properties and create a lot of passive income.
Hudson, how much money do you have saved up now?
I have $12,000 saved up.
The mindset and strategy this guy know right now, he's going to become a millionaire faster than I did myself.
Okay. First of all, blink twice if you're okay, bud. Dad looks like he forced you to memorize that. And what, the Mercedes in the background? Really trying to flex. Really trying hard. So let me get this straight. He's going to start a business, build multifamily properties, own a bunch of rental properties, and become a millionaire faster than his dad. Maybe. I mean, this is great in theory, but it's very pie in the sky, and it's going to take a lot of debt leverage for a young man like this to get there. Now, I am really proud of him for having 12 grand at 13 years old. That is insane. 13 years old? 12? How? How?
Wow.
Mowing lawns? It wasn't from real estate. Ooh. Mark coming in hot in the comment section. Money? Check. Childhood? I do feel that. Some of these parents and some of these kids, they get obsessed with this adult stuff and they sort of miss out on just being a kid. You know, why do you have to own 7 multifamily properties by the time you're 15? Why can't you just play video games? Play some basketball with your buds. Let him play.
I agree. I mean, I'm pretty sure we know certain celebrities whose childhoods have been taken away due to becoming an adult a little too quick, too young. So I agree.
Video games, bro. LOL. He made his son do that. See, I told you. It wasn't just me thinking that. All right, I feel good about that. Well, clearly, these guys are not subscribed to this channel, which, by the way, is also true for almost 3/4 of the people watching. So why not change that by hitting the subscribe button so you don't have to hope the algorithm magically serves you up the latest and greatest George Kamel YouTube content? Go ahead, I'll wait. All right, we don't have a lot of time, so just hit it. Honor system.
Do that for us as well.
A little Facebook video. It's about time. Forgot videos were over there.
This is my daughter, Maddie.
Hi, Maddie.
We're at a car dealership right now, and she's about to buy her first car. Tell me how you're buying your first car.
This morning, I went to the bank. I got my first car loan. I qualified for $15,000.
At what interest rate?
3.5%. With the money that I have saved up, I have $7,000 in cash. I'm going to invest that into an Airbnb property and get 14% interest back, so that way I can use that money to pay off my car loan. So basically, kind of getting a car for free.
Wait, Maddie, can you explain that one more time a little more simply?
Yeah, so it cost me 3 cents to borrow $1 from the bank, and then I go and take that dollar, not my dollar, and I give it to someone for 14 cents. And then so 14 minus 3, 11, so I keep the difference in the middle.
Wait, what's that called?
Arbitrage.
Boom! You buy assets that then cash flow and pay for your stuff.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. And then I look and it's got not 1,000.
I'm so glad that it wasn't the original poster. A guy uploaded that to react to and then said it's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. So took the words right out of my mouth. I heard the word arbitrage and a puppy stopped wagging its tail. Why are we teaching our kids arbitrage? Okay, and I don't believe that her Airbnb was $7,000 down is returning 14% perfectly it's not how it works, okay? There's a ton of risk. There's a giant mortgage attached to that, and This is a full-time business. You're running a bed and breakfast as a third. I just don't buy it. I don't buy that your kid is doing this. I think it's a lie. Dad's doing this for some likes. And even if he is, not good parenting. And just to be clear, here's the definition of arbitrage, if it hurts your brain to hear a big $10 French word. Arbitrage, trading that exploits the tiny price differences between identical or similar assets in two or more markets. I don't even know if she's doing that at this point. That doesn't even sound right. But yeah, you're trying to leverage one thing to then use that money to make money off another thing. And there's a lot of risk involved, and people like this, their risk meter is nowhere to be found. And all it takes is one slip up, one thing to go wrong to destroy this child's life.
Yep. That's what I'm like, why is this kid investing in real estate so early? So early. In properties, Airbnbs, whatever you call it. That's just, like, let her play dolls, bruh. Let her play with dolls.
Good luck.
Excuse me. Wait, sorry. What do you do for a living?
Gosh.
This is insane.
Appreciate it. Thank you. Funny story. Back when I was 11 in like 2017, me and a few buddies actually downloaded some NFTs.
Really?
Yeah.
You're 11?
Yeah.
What?
Someone told me actually like, yo, these are worth a lot of money.
Wait, what NFT?
Crypto punks.
What?
You heard of that?
Yes.
You heard of them?
You
Yeah.
had a bunch when you were 11?
I had about a dozen.
Hey, what are you doing then? You're just chilling with them?
So most of them I sold. I still have a few of them left.
Hey, when did you sell them?
I sold them about peak 2021.
What? And you're, how old are you?
Right now I just turned 17.
What? And you're driving a Black Series?
I'm driving.
Do you look a bunch of cars? What the hell?
Yeah, 29 cars, but
What? Okay. Wait, did you sell like
I'm
any
so
like
confused.
came out like specific ones were going for $1 million or anything?
Wait, correct me if I'm wrong. Were NFTs really all the way tied back in 2017?
Can you tell me?
couple went over $1 million.
What?
Couple
Dude,
went
you're
over $1
legend,
million.
like a wizard. I appreciate it, man.
Appreciate it.
Well, okay, all right, I bought it.
Thank
Like-
you.
Okay, if this is a parody video, you guys need to work on your content creation skills here. Okay, can we work on a better microphone? Were you in a windstorm when you recorded this? That was some of the worst audio I've ever heard in my life, and I've listened to an entire Nickelback album. That is wild behavior. This can't be real. Is this his actual account? It's Daniel Mack, never heard of this guy. What do you do for, oh, he's the guy that interviews these guys, which means I can't trust anything they say. And looking at his profile, anybody who's like into this, like your dream is to drive a brightly colored sports car by the time you're 22, you need better dreams, okay? I don't know how your parents raised you, but it wasn't right. If this is the one thing you're aiming at is just swaggy jewelry and accessories and fancy cars. Gosh, this is exhausting. This is an entire generation.
How's this for a better dream? My dream is to wake up, do what I want, whenever I want, with whomever I want, however I want it. How's that for a dream?
I don't believe this guy. Whoever it is, don't believe him. NFTs, my butt. $450,000 car. I don't buy it. Oh, I've seen this guy before. Listen, unless you're George Clooney, let's button it up, bud. Okay?
Do you want to know the secret how the rich make their kids automatic multimillionaires with only $20,000? 2 ingredients, a trust and an annuity. They buy each of their children a tiny annuity, generally 20 or 50 grand, and name them only as the annuitant. Then they make the trust the owner and beneficiary. The child doesn't have rights to dispense the funds. Only the owner, that's the trustee, generally a parent or a legal contingent, can release these funds at their discretion. Specifically, they elect a no-fee equity index annuity to hedge inflation. Because it's an annuity, it eliminates timing risk and stock picking, so it's future-proof. The best part is the kid can't blow the money on spring break in Mykonos. And in the unlikely event that the child should pass, the funds revert back to the trust. These funds become $2 to $5 million in 30 years. It's like giving a baby a house instead of a stuffed Pikachu. Not bad for $20K, huh?
Okay. Well, you buried the lead there when you find out at the very end this is just an ad for the insurance company that sells the annuities. So, hard to trust this guy with financial advice at this point.
Revised Insurance Group, LLC, distributes insurance products issued by multiple carriers for further
Bro, that's crazy, bro. That's insane.
Yeah, this is insane, and he just used a lot of big words. And I'm immediately skeptical of anyone who uses the word annuitant. Never heard that word in my life. I never want to hear it again, to be honest. And annuities are a very expensive, complex product. It's a contract with an insurance company that guarantees payments. There's variable annuities and all kinds of others, and your kid does not freaking need one. Okay, wealthy people rarely need one. Now, wealthy people do often use trusts for estate planning and investments for growth, but they don't rely on annuities to build wealth. Because the truth is, annuities have really crappy returns thanks to caps on returns, high commissions, surrender charges, insurance fees, management fees, extra rider fees. I digress. Needless to say, ignore everything he said.
Right away, sir.
If you want your kids to be filthy rich, it's surprisingly simple and tax-free. Hey, could I invest $6,000 for my son? Yes, I would love to take your money. Let's invest some in some safe mutual funds. Well, mutual funds have high fees. I want to make him rich, not you. Darn, then I guess you want to buy index funds? Correct, and I want to buy these in a custodial Roth IRA account for him. Wow, your son is going to profit tax-free because of that. Yeah, if I keep doing this, he'll have over $10 million in his retirement account. All tax-free. Follow to learn more.
Okay, so $6,000 turns into $10 million. I'm trying to follow. Maybe if you just let it ride till retirement and do that every year? I don't know why the hatred for mutual funds. I mean, index funds are a type of mutual fund. What he's getting at is actively managed mutual funds can't have higher fees because they're actively managing it versus a passively managed index fund. But the logic around it is correct. I'm not super mad about this in general with a custodial Roth IRA that you can invest on your child's behalf. And I do invest on my child's behalf through a 529 plan for education. And then I have a brokerage account outside of retirement to invest for my kids as well. That way it's flexible. I can take the money out before retirement. And once that child is working and has income, I will definitely be investing that amount into their IRA. So that's a great strategy overall, and Roth does mean tax-free, so there will be tax-free withdrawals when they go into retirement, which I also love because you already paid Uncle Sam once, don't have to ever pay him again. Keep his grubby hands out of there.
Take that, Uncle Sam!
Listen, I'm a huge fan of investing for your kids.
In that case, I really wouldn't call it free then. I mean, you're paying him once. I mean, it is free in a way, but not really. You're still paying him.
But the problem is many people aren't even investing for themselves. So as the parent, you've got to be investing first. Put on your own oxygen mask before you try to help your kid. Otherwise, you could become a financial burden to them when you retire broke. Don't love that. So the primary goal, let's get them through college debt-free if college is the path. Make sure they remain debt-free through adulthood, and they're probably gonna be fine, especially if you start investing for them at an early age.
What's up? How will our 2- and 6-year-old become millionaires?
Super simple. I'll show you real quick. Because I set my daughter up with an IUL policy when she was 2. I put $500 a month into this.
All right. 2-year-old, a 2-year-old can be a millionaire now. There's no way, man. The only way that can be logically possible is if that parent is a billionaire and instantly decides, you know what, let me put $1 million on this kid's trust fund or index fund or mutual fund or whatever, IRAs or whatever. That's like the only logical, but like, what the hell? Yo.
When she turns 21, this is when I'm going to transfer this to her tax-free. You know, if she wants to go to college, she can go to college. If she wants to be a business owner and start getting into real estate, this is what I'm going to do for her because I have an IUL as well. Her first rental property. We're going to take out $75,000. The life insurance company is going to take it from here. They're going to give her $75,000 while this all still continues to grow. I'm going to teach her the business model to put the money back into the policy so that loan gets paid.
I mean, if I'm not mistaken, she's still a kid, right? She's still a baby. What?
Paid off quicker, and then she can recycle and do it all over. So by the time that your kids are probably out of college, she will have a couple passive income streams generating over $1 million a year. And with all that passive income, when my daughter goes to retire, she's going to be receiving $120,000 tax-free for the rest of her life. I put $90,000 into this for my daughter. Let's say she lives for another 20 years. We'll have $2.4 million tax-free. $90,000 put in, but my daughter gets $2.4 million for the rest of her life. Make sure you're following to learn more ways to use the IUL in real life.
Goodness gracious. I don't know how this guy sleeps at night. IULs are Index Universal Life Insurance policies, which are a very complex form of permanent life insurance, and it's peddled by guys like this who are like, it's a wealth strategy for your children. No, you're just expensively making someone else a whole lot of money. These IUL salespeople, they could be making 100 to 140% commission off of this product. And you know what they don't make doing? Selling you term life insurance, which is a much better option for life insurance. So don't mix the two. Do not mix insurance or investing. That's how you get into this trap right here. Yeah, step 1, be rich. Step 2, be rich. No, you don't need to understand how an IUL works. It's a ripoff. Read your policy. Boom, roasted. Not an IUL, no. I'm glad people are getting hip to how terrible IULs are. What about all the fees? That's what he's not telling you. If you just stuck that amount in an index fund, they would be so much wealthier than the returns you would get from these policies. No, thank you. I would seriously love.
I am not gonna lie. I'm gonna be completely honest. This might be the first time I've heard terrible things about IUL. Now it all makes sense. Now it all makes sense.
To learn more about this, it's all a bit they confuse you on purpose to make you think, well, you just don't understand, bro. Just trust me, bro. Bro, trust me. Look at all my red lines. I got this. No, thank you. As per usual, producer Alex has selected a palate cleanser video for me to enjoy, which may or may not involve making your kid a millionaire. Let's find out. Not this guy again. He was using his chin, now he's using his head? That... Not the cat! Oh, that's disgusting. Oh, gosh. Why did I get spooked by that? That poor cat. Not an apple. You can't do that. This man is unwell.
Alright, okay, anyways. Well, more of the story. If you're a millionaire and you decide to invest in your kids, at least let them have a little childhood. Let them be kids. Let them explore. Don't make them start working right away. I mean, like, you've already done the hard work, right? You're already working. You already are living in a stable life, I'm assuming, if you're a millionaire. I suggest you just let them play. Once they turn 13, 15, whatever, then you can start being like, okay, hey, this is how this, and this works. We're going to be doing X, Y, Z. We're going to do A, B, C. But until then, let them enjoy life. Let them enjoy their childhood. And maybe they might not hate your guts. Alright? This is Debt Disaster Daily. Thank you guys for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. And we're out.